of while loop, do while loop and for loop, two statements we are going to discuss here, that is break and continue. Break already in switch we have discussed break. Now here we will just take another side of the break statement, another way of representation of break statement, and another statement, new statement, that is continue. What is break, what is the continue statement, and what is the difference between break and continue, that we are going to discuss here. So first let us start with the break. We are not going to spend too much time on that, as already in switch case we have discussed it. Break statement, using break statement we can jump out of any loop. We can jump out of any loop. For example, here if I consider this, which is an entry control loop, so this is my condition, initialization, body, and for example here we are using increment. Okay. Now this loop will continue until the condition become false. Until the condition become false. So if I assume that value of I is equal to 1 and the condition is I less than equals to 5, I less than equals to 5, then this loop will iterate 5 times. Then this loop will iterate 5 times. Now what we do, if we execute the break statement here, though the condition is true, we can stop the iteration of the loop. Though the condition is true, we can stop the iteration of the loop. That means if I say for I equals to 3, if I apply the break, for I equals to 3, if I apply break, then the loop will iterate 3 times. The condition is I less than equals to 5. The value of I is 1. So the loop actually should iterate 5 times. The loop actually should iterate 5 times. That means for I equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for this value, 5 values of I, this loop should iterate. But when the value of I is 3, we have applied the break statement. So the loop will stop here. The loop will stop here. Here the loop will stop for the value of I equals to 3. And for the value of I equals to 4 and 5, the loop will not iterate. But for the value of I equals to 4 and for the value of I equals to 5, both the time the condition will be true. For both the values of I, the condition is true. Still the loop will not execute for these two values of I because of this break statement. So break statement means we can jump out of the loop at any time. We can jump out of the loop at any time though the condition is false, or though the condition is true. Okay. So then that way I will explain through programming also. So in break, what I do, I am just writing the for statement here, or while statement. Let me explain with while, because I have taken here for is also entry control. Okay. While I less than equals to 5. So this is the 3 component of my while loop: initialization, condition, and increment. Okay. Now here I print the value of I. That is it. So here for the value of I equals to 3, we have applied the break statement. We have applied the break statement. That means when the value of I will be 3, this break will execute, else the brake should not execute. Okay, so the value of I is initially 1. The value of I is initially 1. So if the condition is true, it will come. This condition is false for value of I equals to 3. So it will print. So it will print the value. So print the value of I, in the output we will get 1. Then I equals to 2. It will print 2. Then the value of I equals to 3. So when the value of I becomes 3, what will happen? When the value of I is 3, then break. And as soon as the break statement will execute, it will get out of the loop. As soon as the break statement will execute, it will get out of the loop. So it will no more get back to the condition. It will no more get back to the condition. So it will completely stop. So we in the output we will get only 1 and 2. 3, 4, 5 for I equals to 3, for I equals to 4, and for I equals to 5, the loop will not execute. The loop will not execute. Okay. So if I print the statement before the if, then 3 will be printed. Then 3 will be printed. But for the value of I equals to 4 and 5, for the value of I equals to 4 and 5, the loop will not iterate. As for the value of I equals to 3, we are executing the break statement. And break means whenever the break statement will be executed, it will stop the loop completely and get out of the loop, jump out of the loop and proceed with the further part of the program. So that is all about the break statement. Using break, we can stop the complete iteration of a loop. Now, let us replace the break statement with continue statement and see what happens by using continue statement. So here I write continue, replace the break with continue statement. Okay, we are discussing continue. Now what the continue statement is saying that for I equals to 1, 2, 3, where we apply the continue, 4, then 5. So for these values of I, for these 5 values of I, the loop should iterate or the condition will be true. Now when it was break, if we apply break for the value of I equals to 3, then 4 and 5 will not execute. 4 and 5 will not execute. But what will happen if I apply continue here? Continue here. So for this value of I, it will not execute. For that particular value of I, it will not execute. But for 4 and 5, again it will execute. Okay. So if we apply continue for a particular value of I, for this value, for that value, the loop will not execute. That means we are skipping the loop or skipping one iteration only. We can skip only one iteration by using the continue statement. But by using break, we can stop all the following iteration of that particular loop. Now here if I execute this program, what will happen? Same way we will get 1, 2 as output, 1 and 2 as output. But for I equals to 3 we apply continue. For I equals to 3 we apply continue. Whenever it is continue, in case of break it was jumping out of the loop. But in case of continue it will again get back to the condition with the incremented value of I. With the incremented value of I. So if I continue again it will get back to the condition with the incremented value of I. So we have to apply this I plus plus before this basically. We have to apply I plus plus here. Okay. So for I equals to 3 it will not execute. Then for I equals to 4, 5 again it will execute. That I am saying. When the value of I is 3, this printf statement will not execute for that particular value of I only. But from 4 onwards again it will start the execution of the loop. Again it will start the execution of the loop. So what we have done? We have the loop should execute 5 times. But due to this continue statement, the loop is executing 3 times. The loop is executing 4 times. That means one iteration we have skipped. So that is the difference between break and continue statement. In a very summarized way, if I say break and continue, I'm going to show you the difference of break and continue through a very through similar kind of program. I will show what output we are getting due to break and what output we are getting due to the continue statement in the program. So break means basically it is saying using break we can stop the iteration of the loop, okay, and get out of the loop completely. Get out of the loop completely, okay. But using continue we can skip one iteration, only one iteration it will skip, but continue from the next iteration. So using break it will stop all the iteration of the loop completely, and continue it will skip only one iteration, it will stop only one iteration and continue from the next iteration. There is a main difference between break and continue. And if I discuss about the flow chart difference, if I differentiate by using flow chart this break and continue, so we can say if it is break then it will get out of the loop, that means that I have just shown. If I execute, if it is a loop, okay, if I say it is a loop, and if break is there, break will jump out of the loop, okay. So the remaining statement or remaining iteration will not execute. So if I say these all are iteration 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, in that way. So whenever break will be there, it will skip. And in case of continue, what will happen? It will execute this iteration sequentially, and whenever continue will come, it will skip that iteration. Again from here it will continue. That is the way how continue is executing. But in case of break, it will get out. These statements will not, the following iteration will not be executed. But in case of continue, the following iteration is again executing, only this particular execution will be skipped. Okay. So that is the difference between break and continue. There is another statement we have through which we can perform a jump operation. That statement is called exit statement. So this exit statement is basically used to jump out of the program. Using break we cannot jump out of program, we can jump out of a particular loop. So for example, if this is a program, this is a loop, again some programs are there, and if I use break here, what will happen? It will stop this loop and again come here, which is out of the loop. So using break we can jump out of the loop, not out of the program. But if I say exit, this is a main program. So if I say exit, then it will jump out of the program. The remaining program will not at all get executed. But in case of break, it is not jumping out of the, here is the starting of the program, it is the ending of the program. So due to break it is not jumping out. Due to break it is coming out of the loop and proceed with the following part of the program. But whenever it is exit, you can see this is end of the main, so it will jump out of the program. So the remaining program will not get executed. So that is the purpose of exit statement through which we can jump out of a program. So this is the program through which we are going to find out the difference between break and continue statement. So before we come to
the break and continue statement, let me analyze the program very simply. As we all know the execution of while, I think it is very much understandable to all of you. So here we have taken a variable num that I have initialized as 0, and within the while we have given the condition that num less than equals to 10. So the loop actually should get execute 11 times. 0 to 10 it should print. Okay. 0 to 10, for the value of 0 to 10 it should get execute. Now here we are performing the increment operation, then we are printing the value of num. So it will print from 1 to 11 basically, because when the value of num is 0, this condition will be true. So it will enter, and before printing the increment will be done. So the first value that will be printed is 1. In that way, the last value for num equal to 10, the condition will be true, and due to the increment it will become 11, and that will get printed. So the loop will execute for the value of num equal to 0 to 10, but at the output screen we will get 1 to 11 because we are printing the value after the increment operation. So let me show you the output here. That is the output that I was talking about, that we are printing 1 to 11. Now let me introduce the break statement in this program. So inside the loop I will show, if we use a break statement for a particular value of num, what is the difference we are getting in the output, that I will show. So before that, let us make the changes in the program. So if I consider apply the break statement when the value of num is 5. So then we are applying the break statement. So the break statement will get only execute. The break statement will only get execute if the value of num is 5. But when the value of num is 1, 2, 3, 4, then the break statement will not get execute. Okay. So let me run the program. What happens? So as you can see, what changes we are getting here. So previously it was printing 1 to 11. Now it is printing 1 to 4. After that, out of while loop. 1 to 4, after that, out of while loop. So what basically happens, when the value of num is 0, the break statement is not getting executed, so it is printing the value of 1. When the value of num is 1, then also it is printing the value 2. So in the way up to 4, it will print all the value of the num variable. But after that, when the value of the num variable become 5, then the break statement basically get executed. And the meaning of the break is, as soon as the break gets executed, it will get out of the loop. So from here it directly comes to, this is the loop, basically while loop. So from here it directly come to the printf statement, and out of while loop this statement get executed. So what happens? So this is basically the while loop. This opening and closing is basically representing the scope of the while loop. So as soon as the break statement get executed for the value of num equal to 5, as soon as the break statement get executed, it get out of the loop, and this printf statement, which is out of loop, that get executed. That's why it is printing 1, 2, 3, 4. After that, means up to when the value of num is 4. After the increment it will become 5, and as soon as the num variable become 5, it is executing the break statement and get out of the loop. So 5, num equal to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, all the remaining values the program cannot execute or cannot print, as it has already came out of the loop. So that is all about the break statement. So whenever the break statement is basically executed, the program transfer the control out of the scope where the break has been declared. Now let me just change the break statement to continue. In the same program I will use to differentiate, and I will show what difference we are getting in the output. So I have not made any change, only the break statement I have converted to continue. Now let me show you what is the output we are getting here. So what we are getting, it is printing 1 to 11 all the values except 5. It is printing 1 to 11 all the values but except 5. As you can see, after 4 there is 6, except 5 it is printing. So that is the difference, output difference we are getting in break and continue. In case of break we have got only 1, 2, 3, 4. After that it was out of loop. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 was not executed or printed, but here 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is getting printed in continue. So why it is happening? The reason is that in case of break, it get out of the loop. This is the scope, it get out of the loop. But when it is continue, it is not getting out of the loop, it gets to begin at the loop. The control will transfer at the beginning of the loop again. So when the value of num is equal to 5, the continue statement will get execute. So from this point it will again get back to the condition. So this printf basically it will skip. This printf statement will be skipped because for the value of num equal to 5, as soon as continue will be executed, all the statements that is downwards into the program inside the loop will not be executed, and the control will go to the beginning of the loop again, and from there it will again start the execution. So what happens when the value of I equals to 5? When the value of I equals to 5, then continue. So the printf statement is not getting executed. So here we are not getting the value of 5 printed. But after that it will again go to the loop and again perform the increment operation. So the value will become 6. And when the value of num is 6, so continue will not execute and again it will print the value. So from 6 onwards again it is getting printed 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So in case of break stop the execution of the loop when the value of num become 5. It stop the execution of the loop completely, but in case of continue it stop that particular iteration only, but from the next iteration again it start the execution. So that is the difference between break and continue statement.